Another wave of Russian bombs on Ukraine's capital. The city hit early this Tuesday, with locals reporting damage and fires at residential buildings, and also that energy infrastructure sites were hit. Moscow continuing to strike after saying it would not accept European amendments to a proposed pact towards the end of the war. Ukraine also sending drones towards Russia, with high-rise apartment blocks and homes damaged there. Let's cross live to our correspondent in Ukraine, Gulliver Cragg. Gulliver, at least 6 people we're hearing were killed overnight in Kyiv. Another night spent in bomb shelters for many. How are things there this morning?
So I'm standing in front of one of the buildings that was hit. It was a drone, I think, that hit this building. It's actually a 22-storey building, a recent one, which is fueling people's theories that the Russians often accidentally crash into buildings that have been built since they last updated their topography of Kyiv. Anyway, there's clearly a lot of damage to the apartments on the 4th, 5th and 6th floors. I, at that moment, was heading towards a shelter where I had arranged to meet people in order to film a report that I'm hopefully going to be presenting soon. And I spent a few hours with them chatting in this shelter underneath their apartment building, actually 4 stories underground. They're pretty lucky to have such a deep shelter. And I was asking them, of course, what they thought of the recent discussions over the 28-point plan for peace in Ukraine. Nobody thought that Ukraine should sign it. Some were arguing that Volodymyr Zelensky didn't even have the right to sign it, but they weren't at all surprised that the Ukrainian delegation had come back having modified it, and that the likelihood now, would, as they saw it, was that nothing would be signed at all. They regarded this new wave of attacks as just further proof of what they had been saying all along, and what most Ukrainians I speak to, not all, but most, seem absolutely convinced of, which is that Vladimir Putin doesn't want peace at all, and any overtures that he makes, that even with plans that seem to be acceding to a large number of Russia's own demands, are all just bluff.
Gulliver Cragg in Kyiv, thanks very much indeed.